guys, welcome to week 26 of Amanda's Prego Life. I am so excited to be back with you guys again this week. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing. I have met or started to kind of talk to a few of you, and I am so excited that we're going to be belly buddies and go on this pregnancy journey together. So thank you guys for subscribing and also for commenting too. You guys have been doing great with that. I'm starting a relationship and I'm excited. Anyways, so this week, week 26, let's talk about my sleep apnea. So in the previous weeks, I mentioned that I might have sleep apnea and that I was going to go in for a sleep study last week. Well, I got a call from my regular baby doctor, my OBGYN, and apparently the nearest sleep apnea site does not take the insurance that we currently have. So we have to now kind of figure out how we're going to go about doing that, because the study is it's like $300. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. So we're going through seeing what insurances they do accept and seeing if we can maybe change that and then still do the study. So no results from sleep apnea test didn't go in because it was expensive and our insurance didn't cover. So this week I have been noticing that Lauren is actually starting to get a pattern on her movement. She's moving every single hour. And I started feeling her first movements that were actual like kicking that I knew for sure it was her, not just gas, probably around week 21, I would say. But now she's into this regular pattern where when I wake up in the morning, she starts moving. When I go to bed at night, she starts moving. At about 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, she has another little spurt. But in between, each of those hours in between, I can definitely feel that there's something going on. It's just those are the hours that are more active. So morning, middle of the day, and then, of course, at night. She's the most active at night, like a lot of babies are. So feeling her move is really exciting. This last week, Forrest, for the first time, actually felt her move. She kicked him 3 times in a row. And what I had to do, though, I was laying on my right side. I thought it would be my left. I was laying on my right side, and I literally had his hand on my tummy. And I was laying on his hand while on the side. So she's very low still, like I've mentioned in previous weeks. So it was kind of like he had to put a little bit of pressure on my tummy, but not too much, you know. But he was able to feel her 3 big old kicks. Boom, boom, boom. He was really excited about that. And that happened right before going to bed, too. So, of course, when she's most active. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a belly shot. I like to do it towards the beginning. So let's go see what Lauren looks like. Alright guys, so here's Lauren at week 26. Here she is from the front. She's still really low. And then here's the belly shot from the side. And then, do you guys want to see the back? Okay, there's the back. Okay, probably edit that out. But anyway, so there's Lauren at week 26. So now I wanted to show you guys our closet, how it's progressing. I have not told you guys, but we live in a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's a little bit small in the bedroom, but our closet is really not that small. And our living room area is actually pretty decent too. So it's not too bad. It's about a 900 square foot 1-bedroom. So that's not bad at all. Most bedrooms are like 600 square feet. So here's our closet, what it looks like so far. We have her side, Lauren's side. Some of my clothes, I need to organize them. My shoes, some laundry, and then my husband's side, Forrest's side. His is a little bit more organized than mine. And then all the way up above. And yes, that's my wedding dress. Poor thing. It needs to be hung correctly. But so far, this is what we have for her clothes. We have just a small little bundle here. My sister and my mom have been going to like Goodwill and buying some things, and so has my mother-in-law. So that's the clothes. And then we have some of the disposable diapers over here. We will eventually transition over to cloth diapers, but for the first month, she will be doing disposables, mainly because of her umbilical cord. That'll be attached still, and it won't fall off for, a few weeks. And also the first bowel movements that a baby has is not the best if you're using cloth diapers. They can actually ruin the cloth diapers. So we'll be doing disposables for a month. She also has a couple of blankies, some other little knickknacks, stuff like that. I need to put my veil somewhere else. And she's got a few little bags going. And so that's it for this closet. So in our bathroom, she has some things. She already has some crib bedding and some other extra little blankies and some more fitted sheets and whatnot. I have already started washing her clothes, and what I don't use Draft because Draft is so expensive. I use Purex, and Purex has the same sort of scent as Draft, but it's like $3 instead of $12, $15, however much Draft is at your store. So I have started washing those, and I know it's a little bit early, but since we are getting so many things given to us, donated to us already, I thought, I might as well start early and make sure that they are clean. Okay guys, yay! So that was the closet, and that was also the belly shot. So exciting. Now I want to talk to you kind of about symptoms that I've had this week that have been kind of bothering me. I am starting to get nauseous again in the morning when I first wake up. So I'll kind of talk about that too in just a moment. But I do recommend just eating bananas. Bananas has helped me so much. There's the brat diet. There's, what is it? It's bananas, rice, apples, and toast. Those are the 4 things that can help you with nausea in the morning. I haven't thrown up since week, I want to say 15. But in the beginning, it was like every single day, every single morning, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes at night. But the nausea is kind of coming back, and I heard that sometimes in the 3rd trimester, which I'm approaching, it can come back. And so I'm one of those who is probably going to have morning sickness again. Okay, just kidding. Anyways, so other symptoms that I've had this last week, let's see. Oh, my blood sugar has been all crazy. I had 3 mornings in a row where I woke up and nearly passed out, like completely. I had to have Forrest feed me my food because my arms were so weak, and I had to have him pull out like this fan in our living room and, have it shoot directly on me. And then also like a wet rag on my forehead and on my neck. And it was really bad. And I couldn't stabilize everything for about like 40 minutes. But I had some of my friends actually tell me a few tips, so thank you. I've already thanked them a bajillion times. But one of my friends suggested that in the morning when you wake up, just go ahead and already have a soda like by your bed. And so I've been doing that the last few days in the morning, and that's been working really, really well. You just wake up, and before you even get out of bed, take a sip or 2 of your soda, and then go and get yourself, some bread or some yogurt or anything else that helps you like stabilize. So the soda tip was like amazing. Other things, I've been eating a lot more like whole grains throughout my day. And for breakfast, I've been eating plain oatmeal, not brown sugar, added syrup, anything like that, just plain oatmeal, and that has been helping a lot too. And then I have like 2 eggs. So more protein and fiber, and that helps me throughout the day. So there's some tips if you guys are having kind of issues with that, with the blood sugar. Another friend of mine did suggest, of course, things like peanut butter, to go ahead and eat, bananas with peanut butter, or saltine crackers with peanut butter just throughout the day. It's another source of protein, and that kind of helps your blood sugar too. So with all the issues of blood sugar and everything, of course, on Friday I'm going in for my glucose, my 1-hour glucose test. So that should be very interesting. I am hoping that the flavor they give me is fruit punch, because I have been craving fruit punch flavored things this entire pregnancy. I just wanted nothing but cherry ices, red vines, not Twizzlers, red vines, the red Gatorade, fruit punch, red Gatorade. I wanted like red Kool-Aid for like a few weeks. Anything and everything cherry or fruit punch flavored, I have wanted. So I am hoping that the glucose drink that they give me is fruit punch flavored, but most places have the orange flavor or the cola flavor. I hope it is the fruit punch. I think I probably already mentioned that already a few weeks ago. Oh well, anyways, fruit punch glucose, yes please and thank you. And that is coming up actually on Friday, so maybe I'll do a video afterwards about that. If you don't know what a glucose drink is, it's where they give you this really sugary drink that normally is flavored either orange, fruit punch, or cola flavored, and it tastes like a flat soda from what I've heard from everybody else. They give it to you and you drink it, and then you wait an hour in your doctor's office or your lab. I have to go to a lab. It's going to be very boring in a lab. So you're waiting for an hour, and then after an hour of waiting, they prick your finger and they draw your blood and test your blood glucose levels. They test it to see how well your body processes all those junky sugars that we eat, and see your risk of gestational diabetes. And gestational diabetes is not that too scary if they do tell you that you have it. Basically, they will give you a referral, not a reference, a referral to a dietitian, and that dietitian will work out an eating plan for the last 30 weeks or so of your pregnancy, and you just have to follow their guidelines that they give you with food for the last trimester. And typically, when you have your baby, the diabetes goes away. You are slightly more at risk for developing diabetes later in life, but just because you have gestational diabetes does not mean that you're going to be diabetic when you get older, or, whatever. It might not come out. It might only be during pregnancy. So that's the glucose test. This is such a long description, but a lot of people don't know what it is. So that, for me, is on Friday, and we shall see how it goes. With my blood sugar being off, it's kind of weird. I don't know how the results are going to be. But if you fail the first time, you can go back a second time and do a 3-hour test. And that 3-hour test, kids say that, you don't have gestational diabetes, whereas the first one, if you might have been told that you had gestational diabetes. But then the second one, which is 3 hours long, you have to wait 3 hours in between before they prick you. That one's a little bit more serious. If you fail the 3rd hour one, then you've got gestational diabetes probably. Also, I didn't mention, most doctors will test you with the glucose drink between weeks, I want to say, between 24 in 28. Some doctors will do it a little bit earlier and some will do it a little later. But typically the middle to the end of your second trimester, you should be getting tested for that. And everybody does. Like a few years ago, it was not a requirement, and now they require people to do it. So, yay! I can do it Friday. So that's pretty much it for week 26. Updates, pretty alright, not too bad. I do want to thank you guys again for subscribing and commenting me, and my new belly buddies, I'm excited, and thank you for talking to me and chatting to me, and I'll continue to write back to you guys, write back to your comments, subscribe to your channel, and whatnot. Also, if you guys want to kind of interact a little bit more, I am a part of an application on the Android market. It is called Preggly, P-R-E-G-L-Y. And if you download that app, there is a section for the forum. And I'm on the forum. I pop in probably like 3 or 4 times during the day. And my username is Mrs. Forsey, M-R-S-F-O-R-E-S-E-E. So say hi to me on Preggly. I am on Preggly like all the time. Oh, yeah, so I guess I'm on there more than 3 or 4 times a day. But it is just for women and men who are expecting their first child. And what I mean by men expecting their first child, I mean like dads to be, or there's a couple of guys who are on there trying to adopt their children, their first children. And so it's just a pregnancy app. And you can talk about anything and everything. There are some guidelines and stuff like that, but it's at the very top when you like first make your account, and it's really easy. And I'd love to say hi to you guys on Preggly. I know I do share these little vlogs on Preggly, so hi Preggly. Okay, I just said hi to Preggly. That's like so sad. Anyways, there's lots of great women on there that I've met and shared more information with, and it's just a really nice community to go and talk to. So say hi. So thank you guys for joining me for week 26 of Amanda's Preggo Life. Don't forget to comment below, tell me when you're due, what you're having, whatever you want to talk to me about. Ask me questions, subscribe, share, all those things. And until next week, bye.